Dr. Joan Smith, best-selling author, speaker, and healing mentor. We are so excited for you to join us with this Discovering the Power Within video. And we have some highlights to catch of the incredible training that Andy Smith from Be the True You presented at a recent Youth Leadership Summit at Utah State University. This is just a taste of the powerful training that will be provided to the youth in Cache Valley starting in April 2015. We invite your youth heroes to join us as we empower the hearts of heroes at this self-discovery youth training. Spots are limited, so be sure and register today at bethetrueyou.com/hero.
So are you having fun today?
Yeah.
Are you excited to be here? Yeah. Right here in this box?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What we do here is when I ask you a question, the way you answer, you jump up and cheer. All right?
Yes.
So we're going to start over. We're going to start over. Are you ready? How's everybody doing?
So good!
Are you glad to be here?
Yeah!
Are you ready to learn?
Yes!
You want a little or a lot?
A lot!
All right. Go ahead and sit down.
Tom Tinker all over again.
Grab the arm of the person next to you and give them a little shake and say, we're going to learn a lot from Okay. I have you do that because it makes me feel powerful.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's for both of us. It raises the energy in the room. It connects your mind and body, gets you moving in sync, and it increases your capacity to learn. So, hopefully it works. We'll see. I'm Andy Smith, and my wife in the back is Jennifer. And we have recently just created this company, Be the True You. Our mission statement is to empower the human family, to align their heart, mind, and body, free them from bondage, and create an energy-rich life. What we do is we take people through a process of self-discovery, empowerment, transformation. And all of that is just a fun way to say, we help you figure out the junk you've been carrying and throw it away, and the good stuff that you're carrying and power it up. That's what we like to do. So, in the next 30 minutes, I hope we can throw out a little junk and power up some of the good stuff you got. How many in here are leaders? No. Awesome. Yeah? Okay. I've heard a lot of different definitions of what a good leader is, or different aspects of leadership. I'm going to give you one real simple one that we're going to build on for the next 30 minutes. A leader is someone who has an influence on someone else. Raise your hand if you fit in that definition of a leader. Look at the person next to you. If their hand's not up, help them. Everybody fits that definition of leadership, right? Okay. How many need to be present in order for leadership to happen?
Lead yourself.
Okay. The answer that I'm getting most often today is 2, because you need one to lead and one to be led. Say that again really loud.
You can lead yourself, your own leader. Like, you only need you.
Awesome. Big cheer.
Woo!
Because how many of you have an influence on yourself? Every minute of every day? Do you have those debates that go on up here? Do you have voices in your head? Raise your hand if you have voices in your head. Yeah, don't be afraid. We're not going to call anybody because that's normal, right? We all have those debates, those discussions. It's like, you should get to your homework now. Oh, what? I have homework? Oh, I forgot I had homework. Yeah, but you have a test to study for. You should go study. Do I have to go study now? Later. I'll study later. No, you should really go now. You should go help your mom. Oh, I'm busy. Dude, you're just playing Minecraft. Stop being a wimp. Yeah? You get, you know what I'm saying. You got those discussions, those debates in your head. Does the leader inside of you win those debates? Sometimes. Does it win as often as it should?
No.
The leader in you should probably win every time, right? So there are some things that you can learn to do that will help power up the leader inside of you so that you can win most of, eventually all of those debates up there. So, as a leader, is it important that you be perfect? Really? Is it okay to make mistakes? You believe that? I think that you believe that on a conscious level, but deeper inside, we all have a problem with that. And I'll explain a little bit later what I've discovered about that. But first, can I tell you a personal story? You want to hear about me? I remember back when I was in high school. Don't look so surprised. Did you even know that memories could last that long? I still remember back in high school. I had a good friend, and we tried to do everything together that we could. Sometimes we worked together. We did sports together. We did scouts together. We did church together. He had a little brother that idolized me. Because I was so cool, you know. I was one of those guys. I don't know if that's true. I didn't think I was anything cool. I didn't look at myself that way. I don't know why he idolized me, but I knew he did because I was one of those kids who was so keenly aware of my environment and all the people in it. I could just... You don't believe that either, do you? Okay, well, there were some subtle clues, like maybe the way he looked at me when I talked. He's like... Or when I went walking, I looked behind him and he's doing this, trying to match his footsteps with mine. Or maybe it was the day that his mother said, "My son really looks up to you." Oh, that's why he's... Okay, I get it now. One of those things, anyway, clued me in, and I came to realization that this little kid in elementary school, he looked up to me for some reason. That should have been a good thing, right? But it bothered me. I don't know why it bothered me, but I just wasn't comfortable with it. And so I decided it was in our best interest, his and mine, well, okay, probably just mine, that didn't happen anymore. That I would do something to just kind of break that little bond and not have him look up to me. So I thought maybe if I lied to him, I'd break that trust and he wouldn't look up to me anymore. Oh, that's not going to work. He believes everything I tell him. But wait, if I make it a really obvious, outrageous lie, maybe it'll get through. So as you probably know, you can find in life what you look for, and I was looking for an opportunity to kind of mess this little idolizer. So an opportunity came. I was talking with my friend one day, shortly after one of our football games. We're just standing outside of his house. And little brother comes running out. And he says, "So how did the game go?" My friend says, "Oh, we killed them." Well, anybody could have asked that same question, and if the answer would have been, "Well, we barely pulled out a win," that would have created suspicion. Really? You guys? How did that happen? Because we were one of those teams. We won once or twice a year. And so the fact that someone would make a statement, "We killed them," like the score wasn't even close, that was hard to believe. So he turns to me after given his brother a look like, yeah, right. And he looks at me. What really happened? How did the game go? So here's my chance. I played right into it. Yeah, we killed them. Yeah, I mean, really, we killed them. We played so hard and so mean, we left bodies laying on the floor. Yeah. At least 5 or 6. Yeah. We had to bury him under the goalpost. Yeah. And he just kept looking at me, smiling, waiting for me to end the joke and give him some signal that I was just joking and, okay, here's the real story. But I just kept with it, and I kept giving him that look like I fully expected him to believe the whole stupid story. And finally, the smile left his face. He turned around, walked off. I think I saw his head droop just a little bit. He was probably thinking something like, my hero's a dork. Just like my brother. Now, it's okay if your brother's a dork, right? We all think our brother's a dork, sometimes. That's family. We get over that. But your hero? Why did I do that? I don't know why I did that. I do now, but it took a long time before I learned what was going on in here that made that happen. You people are so fortunate to have events like this where you can come and learn and have people in your life to help you figure out what's going on up here. It took me a long time to realize I was afraid. Someone was looking up to me. I thought that meant that I would have to be perfect. I couldn't do that. Somewhere along the way, I would make a mistake, and I wouldn't be able to live up to this little boy's expectations of me. Notice how fear works in you. I was afraid of that. What did I do? I went and did on purpose the very thing that I was afraid might happen. Isn't that crazy? Look what fear can do to you. False evidence appearing real. F-E-A-R, fear. Don't let fear get in your head. Don't make decisions based on fear. It'll mess you up every time. The real kicker in this story, do you think this little boy, 9 or 10 years old, had any expectations for me? He wasn't expecting anything out of me. He looked up to me because of the person that he thought I was. I was already that person for him. All I had to do was be true to who I already was. To who I already was. Did I say that right? Don't know if I'm slurring my speech. It took me a long time to realize that. I made a mistake. It didn't ruin me. It didn't ruin him either. I've seen him since. He's doing fine. So, mistakes are okay. They don't ruin us. It took me a long time to discover something about me. I want to help you discover something about you right now. So we handed each of you a flyer. It's about a program that we have. But we're not here to talk about that. I want you to turn it over on the blank side and write 3 things down. Yeah, you need a pen. Does everybody else have a pen? I want you to write down 3 positive character traits that describe who you are. Most of these things just one word. Once in a while there might be a couple of words, but usually it's just one word things like strong, athletic, smart, compassionate, trustworthy, artistic. 3 things. I could give you enough time and I bet you could fill that page. But just get 3 right now. 3 things that describe who you are. These are the things that are deep inside that describe who you are at the very core. take about 30 seconds and get 3 things. It's okay if you want to cheat off the navy paper. Because I bet we're related a little bit. There might be some values in someone else that we have in ourselves as well. Everybody got 3? Almost? Raise your hand if you got 3 things. Okay. Usually when we introduce ourselves, we give our name and maybe where we're from. Sometimes we tell some of our talents or hobbies that we have. We never get to the good stuff of who we really are, and that's what these things are. This is the good stuff. This is really who you are. So, we're going to practice introducing ourselves by who we truly are. Okay? Forget your name, where you're from, all those other things. Just these 3 things is all that matters right now. And it's going to be with a strong, confident voice, a good handshake, look them in the eye. Hi, I'm wise, caring, and fun. Hi, I'm charitable, artistic, and funny. Okay? It's like that. So we've got enough time. Everybody please stand. And introduce yourself. Just go around, move out away from the chairs, go around and introduce yourself to everybody else.
Oh, that's good.
Caring, smart.
Friendly, outgoing. It's awesome fast to learn it because I'm honest, inventive, and smart. I am passionate, fun. Oh, I should write that one down. Attractive.
Hello, I am very friendly, outgoing, and I'm quite a fast learner.
That's true. And I am honest, inventive, and smart.
Ah, good to meet you, honest, inventive, and smart.
Yes.
Veronica.
Hey, great. Did you meet everybody? Raise your hand if you felt something doing that. Does that make you feel anything? You felt a little funny? There's a whole 3-hour seminar on why you felt a little funny doing that. But you should have felt something a little in here. It's like when you clang a tuning fork on this side of the room and something over here is in the same frequency. This rings. When you give truth a voice, especially your voice, when you speak truth, you feel it in here. Sometimes it's just a little bit of a stir, but you feel something in here. When you speak truth, you feel it right here. These things you wrote down, when you said, I am, these things, it rings true right here. Because that's who you truly are. And I would recommend that you connect with yourself in this way every day. If you want to look in the mirror and tell yourself every day who you are, or just read it off your paper, make this list get bigger and bigger. But when you can be who you truly are, these things, you are a powerful leader. Turn to the person next to you. Give them a big high five. Say, you're an awesome leader.
You're an awesome leader.
Okay, there have been some people that have been able to be so congruent with who they truly are that their name became synonymous with who they are. If I said patience, does that make you think of a name? Somebody? Most people say Job, but also Gandhi. If I say honest, is there a name that comes to mind?
Honest Abe.
Exactly. He was given that nickname, Honest Abe. They haven't been around for a long time, but their names are still synonymous with those values. What would that do for you and the people in your life if your name became synonymous with these things that you wrote down? All you have to do to be an awesome leader is be true to who you are. You're awesome, just the way you are. Be true to that. So we established earlier that it's okay to make mistakes, but we kind of focus on our mistakes more than we should, and we tend to think that they're bad. And when we think that way, they hinder us, they keep us from being all that we can be. You'll sit here and think, oh, I can't be a leader because I forgot to brush my teeth on the day of the Valentine dance. Yeah, back in 3rd grade. My partner really suffered because of that. Now I'll never amount to anything. We hang on to stuff, right? We make mistakes and we hang on to it and we carry it with us, and we think because of that we can't be or do whatever. Wrong. It's wrong. That's how I know that we believe on a conscious level that mistakes are okay, but we keep checking them off our list and holding on to it and thinking that it makes us less than what we really are. Now, back when I was in high school, and I don't think it's changed any, but the way they grade homework and tests, I would get my assignments back, and if it was an English thing, I'd have a word circled in red, and over here, -2. I'd have a phrase in parentheses and -3. I'd get a whole sentence underlined, -5. I'd get my math test back, and I'd go down through it, check -5, check -5, check -5. Somehow, we adopted this philosophy into our lives. We go through our day, and we check things off that we do wrong, and we subtract that from our value. I slept in, check -5. I was late for school, check -5. I forgot my notebook, check -5. I was grumpy because of all this, rude to my friend, check -10. And we think that we're less because of that. I have one thing to say about doing that. Stop it. Stop doing that. Mistakes are bad only if you don't learn from it. You make a little mistake, you say, oops, let me learn. You adjust, you move on, better and stronger than you were before. When your mistake makes you better and stronger than you were before, that adds value to your life. It doesn't subtract it. Mistakes add value to who you are. Just learn from it. Move on. Don't carry it with you. So we made a habit of checking things off every day. And they're usually just silly little things, right? It doesn't matter. In the scope of your life, those things, they don't need to hold you back. They're just silly little things. So we're going to do something and just switch that. I know, and I know that you know, just check your life every day. Didn't you do a whole lot more things right than those few little check marks you gave yourself every day? You did a whole lot more right than you did wrong. Did you recognize yourself for doing all those right things? See, in school it would be great if the teacher would go through our homework and not put any check marks and subtractions, but just add it up, everything. That would help us understand the philosophy we should live by. Stop subtracting from your value. Add to it. So, everybody's going to get a chance to share. So be thinking, what did you do right? Any silly little thing. Today, yesterday, the past week. Things that you did right. Just little things. I got to school with both shoes tied. Woohoo! That works, right? I got my alarm set and I got up on time. Woohoo! Celebrate. I got my underwear on straight. Oh, that feels nice. Woohoo! Celebrate. Any little thing. Pat yourself on the back. We're going to celebrate that. So, you got it in your mind? We're going to go through. Everybody gets a chance to share. You'll make a statement. I did this right today. Then everybody else is going to cheer with you. All right? Little party. Because, see, we have big things in life that bring their own celebrations. Your birthday brings a celebration. You graduate from high school. Maybe you win a state title. Those things bring their celebrations. We don't go through life from one big event to the next. We have a whole series of little things. And I bet if we could celebrate these little things more than we do, we would get to those bigger things a lot more, a lot quicker. You ready to celebrate? Yeah. Let's celebrate. Everybody stand. You want to start on the front row or the back row?
Back row. Front row.
Back row. We start the
Back row. I feel like this is biased.
Alright, go ahead.
Hey, I cleaned the shower yesterday.
Okay.
Right there, we'll go with you.
This past week I actually got some homework done.
I woke up and came here instead of sleeping.
Awesome.
I did my math homework. Oh,
Yay!
I made it through another week of school.
Yay!
I cleaned my room.
Awesome. Yeah.
I actually found domain A. It took me a few minutes. This one, I spent good time with my family.
Yes.
Hey! I drove here without getting a speeding ticket.
Awesome.
I went to my brother's basketball game to support.
What's up?
I wasn't grumpy this morning.
That's what about you?
I delivered a good presentation to you. And I had fun doing it. And I'm an introvert. That's not my style. But I love you guys, and this has been a ton of fun for me. So, just a little recap. We learned what?
Be the true you.
Be the true you. All you need to do to be an awesome leader is be true to who you are deep inside. Mistakes are okay because they add value to our lives because we learn from it, adjust, and move on. And stop subtracting those little things, those mistakes. They don't take from your value of who you are. They add value to who you are. And celebrate the little things that you do right. Give yourself credit. All of those things are going to power you up. We have attempted to record this so that you can share this with your friends and family. We have a website, bethetrueyou.com. So give us a few days, but check sometime in the middle of next week and get on there and check out the recording and share with your friends and family and teach them what you've learned here. And let's make life awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Hey, it's Jennifer Jones Smith again. Thanks for watching the Discovering the Power Within video. If you want to power up your youth hero with principles, tools, and skills that will give them greater influence, vision, self-compassion, confidence, and success to last a lifetime, register today for the Empower the Hearts of Heroes training. We offer one of the best brain training and mastering your emotions programs in the Valley. Check for details, class times, and open house dates at bethetrueyou.com/hero. And remember, spots are limited, and we'd love to have your youth hero aged 12 to 18 join us at this hero training program.